The next thing that we can do, so this would be used for the primary use case right now, mobile advertising. So if I'm real-time bidding on an ad and trying to place a relevant ad, I can query the system real-time and make some decisions based on the audience and context, serve the right ad to the person. And we've been working with major advertisers, and we've demonstrated sort of the click-through rate and the response rate against a lot of these signals. So that's a nice closed loop where we're validating and proving out the process of building this next layer on the map. But the other thing we can do is once we have that information, we can go back and analyze sort of a history of data from a company. So say you have a set of stores and you have their purchasing information. Some stores perform well, some stores perform poorly. I want to understand from a location perspective why that might be. You can take our data set in more of an analytical approach, run it against those data sets, and we can show you the audiences that are actually engaging around that location, what their differences are, and help you build models of what's the footprint of a successful store versus a not as successful store. It might be about the physical location, it might be about the demographics of the type of person passing by, or it might just be even the context of the type of people who are in that location. So an example of that, just to show you some of the data and analytics we can do on the back end, we also do this for campaigns. So if you run a mobile campaign or you're a location-based services application and you've got some log data that shows by hyperlocal location user engagement or user involvement or purchases, we can run that data through the system and tell you about your audience. So we did this for a health insurance customer. It was an advertising campaign. They reached out, had a call to action, kind of distributed this broadly through the mobile phone across an entire MSA. We took the data back and we mapped these different customer types. So they wanted to explore, okay, white-collar creative type people, executives, white-collar tech workers, which is kind of a slightly different model, and white-collar financials. So different sub-demographics that they thought would resonate with this offering. And then the last one there, which is just generically called demographic, was a custom model we built where they expressed to us who is their current customer, right? Who do they succeed with the most? So we ran all this data through, and you'll see that in the model, their demographic works pretty well. But white-collar tech workers actually outperformed that or had a better response against the mobile campaign. So they might want to start thinking about, all right, is this an audience that's more relevant for me? Should I start thinking differently about either the mobile campaigns and what mobile media means to me, or even just my customer base in general?